Hi guys. I just really have a quick testimony I have to share. Um, I'm still in awe right now of God's amazing mercy and grace in my life. Um, I'm really tired, so excuse. I know I look, my eyes are heavy, but I just had to record this while it was really still fresh. Um, as you guys know, I've started this. I would say, journey in my life um, in a direction that is very unfamiliar to me. And right now, it's stretching me, but I am choosing to trust God and just walk forward in like literally blind faith. Um, I have no idea how I am going to um, make it through each day, but I do know that, or I do believe that this is God's plan for my life at this time. So I'm going to continue to just move forward despite the physical challenges I'm having, or even the financial commitment that I've made, even though I know I do not have the finances to pay for Impact 195. So pretty much that's what my testimony is about. So yesterday was Wednesday. So Tuesday was the first day of what is called open house at Impact. And so this week is an opportunity for, of course, all new students to come in, but anyone who is interested in the program, it's like a free week to come and just learn and get the word in there. We're doing some really great praise and worship, and then like the messages going forth. So we are there from 9 to 1, pretty much like we would be if we were in class. But like I said, it's an opportunity for people who are like on the fence about coming or never heard of it, and this is their first time. So it's been a really great couple of days. I am really tired because I normally am a night person, so I'm up all night long, but I've had to adjust my schedule so that I'm able to get up at 7 and be at class at 9. And we are sitting like 2 hours at a time, and that's really challenging on my back physically. But like I said, this will be blind steps of faith, because what is fueling me is I know I'm going to be stretched, but I'm excited because I do believe that through this, my relationship with Christ is going to grow, and He's going to take me to some heights that I cannot even imagine. I've never even experienced, and that is what I want. I have no idea what is going to happen, what it looks like, but I'm just there. I'm like, okay, God, if this is your will for me to attend Impact, then I'm totally trusting that you're gonna provide not only financially but physical strength, um, even the spiritual toleration. There are some things that I've experienced through churches throughout my Christian life, that causes me to be very leery of several different things. I probably will talk to you guys more about those things I'm struggling with at some point. Um, and that has been extremely challenging over since last week when we did the orientation. Um, I am really uncomfortable with people praying over me or praying for me in a way that's not praying God's will in my life. So, for example, one guy prayed for me last week, and we had just met, and he saw my service dog, and so you can tell he was inquisitive about what Brody does or why I needed him, because people see like your physical state, and you can tell that there was some judgments there, and so I was really trying to get out of there because I needed to take my medicine. It had been like 2 hours past the time that I am supposed to take it or that I normally take it, and so I was struggling a lot. And he stopped me. He was like the third person that had offered to pray for me in just like less than an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And so I was like, I'm really trying to get home, take my medicine. And, I kind of gave him a brief of the fibromyalgia and how Brody helped me. And so he asked to pray for me. And when he prayed for me, his prayer was that, something along the lines where I wouldn't need to take the medication anymore, and that God just removed the fibromyalgia. And it just burdens me that, I don't know, the way people pray or how they say it, and I'm hoping and praying myself that God changes my heart in relation to that. But over the years, when I first had the stroke and was diagnosed with the fibromyalgia, I knew God could heal me. And by that second year, when I was still struggling, and by this time I was in the wheelchair, like, what people were praying over me and what people were saying that I didn't have faith or I wasn't trusting God, and I began to doubt God because I knew He could heal me. But what was being spoke over me or said to me really confused me, because it was coming from leaders and ministers and just people that seemed to have a really close relationship with God. And so I did question, like, if they are saying it, they probably know because I have a close relationship with God. And over the next 7 years, I learned that for whatever reason, God chose not to heal me then. But since the last 3 years, the healing process has been gradual. It was not just some miraculous, like, get out of the wheelchair and walk. Like, God began to heal me from the inside out. And I still have struggles. I do believe that there could be a day where I never have to deal with fibromyalgia again. But as of now, in order to be wise in my walk, I do believe that the wisdom I've gained, the doctors that I have, the process of going through the different prescriptions has brought me to this point. I know that it is nothing but God why I am where I am now, and able to deal with the fibromyalgia the way it is now, because of God and because of His mercy and grace in my life. So I said that to say that I'm not only challenged physically in this time, but I am really struggling with allowing people to pray for me or over me, or, by the fifth time somebody is offering to pray with you and 5 other people didn't pray with you, I'm just really like, okay, that's enough. Like, I don't know. I don't want anyone else to pray for me, and I'm struggling with how to say that in a way that's not disrespectful, but I do strongly feel I have the right to stand up for myself. I do have the right to speak up for myself, and in my opinion now, I do feel like I do believe that I can say no. So just really praying that God gives me the discernment on when to and when not to, you know, say, okay, no, that's okay. But at the same time, being very open and willing to walk the way he would have me walk. And if that's what he would have for said person to pray over me or pray for me, that I would be open to that and accepting of his will. I am just praying that, you know, ahead of time for whoever he sends my way, that they do pray his will so that I am able to learn to trust the process. Because I do feel like if I need prayer, like I know how to reach God just like you do. So I'm just praying that that doesn't turn into a pride thing and that it doesn't hinder me in a way to where, or hinder anyone else by the way I say it. So I'm struggling with that, but I'm still, every morning I'm trying to get up and just really push through. And like I said, I was struggling closer to the end of today, around 12:30. My blood sugar was really dropping, and that kind of makes me dizzy, and my body gets really weak. My energy is really low. And that really just in turn is the trigger for the fibromyalgia. It causes just nerve pain and muscle pain throughout my body, and it's uncomfortable. And during that time, like, the first thing I wanted to do was just leave. Like, it was 30 minutes until the end of it. I'm like, I'm done. Like, I can just leave now. But just pushing through, taking those blind steps, like, Father, you know, I know that this is going to be a time of stretching for me. It is not going to feel comfortable. Sacrifice doesn't never feel awesome or great. And I just really want to be obedient. So I'm just going to lean on you. And the last 30 minutes went by really fast once I gave it over to him. And I just had to sit down for a moment because we are having, they're preparing a meal every day. It's really good. And, you know, by the time it's over, we all are really hungry. And so there was kind of like a little rush to get in the line to eat. So me and Brody just sat there for a minute. And Priscilla is the lady in finance, and she came up to me. Now, we had just spoke yesterday. I didn't share this with you guys, but yesterday when I walked in, mind you, I had a $3,000 balance on my account, and I knew when I walked in there yesterday that I do not have the money. I don't even have a dollar towards it, and I have no idea where this money is going to come from. But I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to trust you, God, and I'm just going to go because this week is free. So if this is not your will for me to be here, I'm sure you'll let me know by the end of this week. So I go in and I check in. And, of course, when you check in, they tell you need to go over. The tables were all set up in a row. And it's like, okay, you're checked in. Go check in at finance. So, you know, you can let them know where you are. They let you know if they need any other paperwork. And so I go to the finance table, and one girl was there. She asked my name, and I told her my name. And she said, if you can wait a moment, Priscilla wanted to talk to you, and she'll be right back. So I'm thinking, Lord Jesus, what is she going to tell me? Because I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to worry about the finances. I literally made a choice to, like, I'm just not going to worry about it. If it's not provided, then this must not be the time for me to be here. And so Priscilla came back a few minutes later, and she said to me, Lucretia, someone has paid over $300 in your account this morning. And she said the person made an anonymous payment, so they didn't want to disclose who they were. And I'm like, okay, God, like, this is clearly a sign that I'm supposed to be here. yesterday. Okay, so definitely praised him, worshiped him. Like, me and my communication with God between us, I'm like, okay, I know it's you. There's no other way that somebody would have provided that, because I had not. I did post a Facebook about this is what I was doing, but I had not sent out my personal letters to people, to my list of people. So I have no idea who put the money on my account. So today, when she came up to me, I was concerned. Like, the first thing that came to my mind was that there was another payment on my account. The first thing came to my mind was like that she was going to remind me that I needed to have, before I can go on wilderness, I needed to have my first $1,000 out of the $3,000 I needed to come up with. And I was like, when she came up, I just looked at her like, hi, Priscilla. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what's up? I did. I was like, what's up? And she said that I just got a call and there was another payment made on your account, right? That was made for the remaining balance of the 1,000 that you needed to have for this pay period. And I was just like, wow. I just kept saying, wow, like, it's only God. I'm like, wow. Like, I was in shock. I just kept looking at her and I'm like, are you serious? Wow. So whoever had to make like over a $700 donation. And she said that, I was like, who? And she said the person wants to remain anonymous. And I'm like, I really want to go hug the person, and like, you have no idea that your step of faith, how it is just not only blessing me, but the things I'm going to do through this vehicle. Oh God, I am so in awe right now. I'm so thankful to God for His provisions on my life. Like, I can't help but think to those times where I literally tried to end my life and take my own life because I felt like I couldn't deal with being in a wheelchair no more. I couldn't deal with being sick. Like, I never had an idea or even a glimpse of where God would have me right now today. So I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. And I am just so grateful that He didn't let me, because I tried. And He didn't let me give up. So I just want to say to you guys that no matter what your giant is, no matter what it is that has you feeling trapped or stuck or overwhelmed or hopeless, or like if you feel like giving up, that don't, because God will use that. He will use your struggle. He will use the fact that you do feel like giving up and you don't, that you press through even when it is the most overwhelming. He will use that to be your testimony. He will use that to bless someone else, and He will use it as a fuel or encouragement for yourself when you face your next struggle or your next trial. It will be a testament of you can do it. My one favorite scripture is that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And even though it's one that we all know, and we probably I know for a long time, I said it. And I don't know if I would say I didn't believe it, but a lot of times I was just saying it like, just help me, because my strength comes from you. And I cannot do this without you, Lord. You are my strength. And I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. It was really just like a mantra, like, a song that I sang. And today, and just see that it is such truth, and and that all things are possible. So just as an encouragement to you today, don't give up, and allow God to be your strength, and just push through when you feel like you cannot hold on any longer. Let go and let him do it. He will carry you. He will carry you. I promise you he will. So, I hope that blesses you as much as it blessed me today. I am going to go to sleep in preparation for tomorrow. So, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll keep updating you guys on the progress. I have about $2,000 more to come up with. So keep in mind, the original tuition is about $6,100. I got a discount of 50% because I've been leading my ministry for over a year. So I qualified for a 50% discount, which left me with about $3,100 to come up with. $1,000 have been paid into my account, all by the grace of God. So $2,000 out of six, it does not look impossible anymore. So, okay, I shared that. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you.